Halloween! So much fun. Witches and all that's done. This October, I will try each day to draw a witch from a franchise.
Well, welcome to the 15th episode of Witch Month. Be drawing the most famous witch from the Discworld franchise, Esmerelda Weatherwax, or Weather Witch. More for request for my best friend Devane. As I haven't read too much Discworld books, I maybe can't call myself a fan because I like most of the books I have read. Like yeah, it was in the time that I read the Dutch version, so the translated ones. So one where the dad got the apprentice and the wizard or something. That was the to remember the most. And in the second one, well, I think she got her parents, but it could also be another witch. And of course, I grew up playing the first two point-and-click adventures of the Discworld games. And I can say that I like Grinsvin more in the games than in the books, but that's not. But we're not talking about him. I believe I can't remember she made her appearance in the first game, and in the second game she was likely the one being seduced by the probably dwarf Casanova, the second greatest lover of the world. Because when you're number two, they know you try harder. Okay, I like that. I like that quote. Okay, after drawing this, I watched the cartoon version of Weird Sisters, and I'm kind of sad the goggles are not in the drawing, because in all the other things that I'm familiar with her, I can remember the goggles. So is that more an artistic thing, or does the other arts not focus the goggles? Yeah. Esmeralda Weatherwax, or Granny Weatherwax, is a very, at first sight, traditional witch. She's old and grumpy and wrinkly, but yeah, as he doesn't like, she loves to sport some warts, but yeah, she's probably living too healthy. Oh shit, I forgot something. Well, it doesn't matter. I forgot to shorten the drawings. I thought it would take so long. But okay, I will do after the fact in this case. like I said, I love the premise of Discworld, the more humanistic version of a fantasy world, and at times still take things seriously because it's a world lived in. We can't say the same with modern media. Things of powder and deals of pain. Okay. It shows that most fantasy media should not really go to the screen. The Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings was an exception, and Willow worked because it wasn't based on a book. I also like the trolls and how dwarves should be portrayed. Women should have beards. Not that I'm speaking, because in my own thing I forgot to give dwarf females beards, but let's be honest, I haven't drawn any dwarfs, so I can still remedy that. In this case, I'm more for dwarfs in a middle ground. That's as dwarven women grow older, they get sideburns until they got full beards. So past young women, they got sideburns, and the grannies sport the beards. But I've excused that probably the elves who are the masses in my fantasy world are more the taskmaster and bosses, so maybe the dwarf women have to shave. I don't know. I have to think so. So far, I haven't many important dwarf women. That said, every character is important, but if only one out of 4 dwarves are born female, the women have to be more protected. Okay, I'm talking more about dwarfs than about bitches, probably because I've been doing this. In this case, I've been doing this 1/3 of the month. And for the numbering, it is the half of the month already. So maybe already get tired of drawing witches. Like I said, probably not like I said, but like I want to say, Terry Pratchett, peace be his name, is a book series I have to be in a mood for to read. Maybe I don't like it. His writing style. His storytelling I like, but maybe it's a bit too dry for me, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just didn't like the tran- translated versions. But I really like to read the dwarf centric stories. They talked about a transgendering dwarf. Not that the people would notice, but it's not a story. Okay, that's the joke. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Until next time, our out. Next time, the most famous witch of them all, the Wicked Witch of the West.